Hello everybody, and welcome back to Mid-Century Model Works. And today we're going to be looking at Scale Auto Enthusiast from 1980, and we are into the November-December edition. So let's crack her open and take a look. Let's see, first on the cover here, they've been working on the Mazda RX-7, so they're going to be finishing that up. Let's see, Alan Ernat's IMSA Datsun product reviews and how-to on painting murals, and the 1980 Reader's Model of the Year. So let's see what we've got inside here. We're going to slide over just a little bit, get everybody in focus and centered up. There we go. Now we can go. Alright, let's get everybody situated. Okay. And here they're still continuing to do the Herb Jackson Collector's Toy Fair. They did this for the whole year in this magazine. And let's see, you can save $5 on a 2-year subscription. So we got the Model Doctor, the Enthusiast Gallery, Model of the Year, Authentic Miniatures, Grooving in Scale, The Way It Was by Tim Boyd, Scale Construction by Ken Coughlin, The Fast Forwards by Wayne Moyer, Putty Thrower by Mark Gustafson. Alright, anyway, let's take a look. We've got the Scale Mail, we've got Enthusiastically Speaking, which I'm not going to read all this. Now, at any time that you see something that you like in this magazine and you want a better view of it, just drop me an email, and it's in the link in the description section, and tell me what magazine it was, what, you know, because I give a description at the beginning of the show, and yeah, give me a little brief description of what it is you would like to see a better picture of, or a reference of, or anything like that. If something catches your eye that you remember from back in the day and you would like a better view of it, just like I said, drop me a line and I'll take close-ups. Or if you see an article, yeah, and I'll take close-ups and screenshots, and that way I can send it to you by email, and that way you can read it on your own in the luxury of in the privacy of your home, or in your porcelain office. Okay, Enthusiast Gallery Model of the Month. We've got what's called Graveside on the name given to this a Chevy van. The builder is Charles Alexander. And let's see, does it say where he's from? Well, anyway, he wins a $25 merchandise award from Model Empire. Well, it doesn't say where Charles is from. Let's see, this is 1980. He's got the flocking and all that in here. That's pretty cool. He's opened the doors. Then we got this thing right here. What in the world? What is that? Modular X is the name given to this car of the future by its builder and designer Bill Taylor of Butte, Montana. The AMT VW Scirocco body is constructed in 3 sections, allowing the owner to have either a 4-door sedan or a 2-door sport coupe. The sections interlock and disassemble with the help of extra wheels, which fold up underneath the body. The front drive 4-cylinder engine, fuel tank, brake system are located in the front section. Details of the model include complete electrical and engine wiring, fuel and brake lines, battery cables, linkages, jointed mechanisms, folding extra wheels, movable windshield wipers, working shock absorbers, and a removable sunroof. The finish is in Tester's jade green with gold stripes and dry transfer lettering. Oh Lord, the days of dry transfer lettering. That was, woo, that was fun right there, folks. This model took approximately 3 months to construct, and Bill will be receiving a Scale Off Auto Enthusiast t-shirt for his most original model. Now that is pretty cool. I have to say that's pretty doggone cool. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but you know, there's a lot of engineering that went into that, and my hat's off to them. Ooh, I like that right there. Larry Booth. Now we've seen Larry's work in here before, and throughout the years in Scale Auto Enthusiast. And the body is a Little John Budera. I don't know if it's Budera or. All right, but anyway, I'm wanting to say that oh shoot, Matt Inman just opened one of these. If I'm not mistaken, I'll have to go back and check. But look into some of Matt Inman's latest videos. I'm thinking it might have been a John Budera coupe, because I think it had been boxed up for what, 40-something, 30-something, 40-something years. Anyway, go check that out. Okay, we've got the 1980 Reader's Gallery Model of the Year winner. That's a cool little, looks like an asphalt racer. Well, I don't know, it could be dirt because it's got treads on the tires. Alright. This is Ron Spaniff right there, the guy who built it. So hats off to him for that. That's a pretty nice little kit there. Now we're into Authentic Car Miniatures by Dennis Doty, or Doty. I don't know how to pronounce these names anymore, folks. This is bear with me. Okay, we got some of this and some of that, a little over here. Reading this about Ertl, yada yada. Like I said, if you see something you like and you want more information on it, just drop me an email and I'll come back and pull the magazine up and find what you're looking for. Grooving in Scale. Okay, we got Scale Construction. Got the 1/16 scale Peterbilt conventional. It's over 20 inches long. Got some of this over here. Some of that over there. Okay, that's the 1/16 engine. That's the 1/25. The Way It Was by Tim Boyd. I'm not going to take the time, folks, to read all this. If something sparks your interest, let me know. I'll pull it back up for you. Okay, and then we over here, the Fastest Fords of All, Part 2. These look like the cars that ran in that movie. What was it, Ford versus Ferrari or something like that? That was a good movie. Oh wow, look at the psychedelic paint job on this one. This reminds me of some of the stuff that's going around in the psychedelic 60s group build. But anyway, the subject is on doing the murals. So that's pretty cool. Y'all, I have not read this part yet. I'm going to have to go back and read this. Because that's pretty doggone interesting right there. Okay. And see, another thing, it involves a lot of airbrushing, which I'm learning to do the airbrush. I'm not that great at it yet, but I am playing with it and toying around. So, but yeah, now that's pretty doggone cool right there. You have to give them credit for that. That's a little out of my wheelhouse there, but that's okay. A 240Z Datsun. Now that thing looks pretty awesome right there. Ooh, I like how low to the ground that is. Look at that sucker. A squirrel wouldn't stand a chance. Oh, so he's got all kind of electronics and stuff in here, which I always find that cool, is when people are doing their wiring on the insides, how they make these little, you see these little connectors right here, and like the little plug-ins. Now that kind of stuff, see, you got little stuff right here, little plug-ins, little connectors, all that. That stuff right there fascinates me. So if y'all have any information on how to do any of that, drop me an email. I would appreciate it, because I would love to see how they simulate these little clips and fasteners. And because in the past I've always just drilled tiny holes and used little pieces of wire and just pulled it through and then held the cable down that way. And there we got the seat belts, the clips, the photo etch, and folks, you see how detailed this engine is? That is not the real engine. That's the model. All that detail, right? That is the model. Because I know a lot of times they'll put a comparison photo with the real thing, but no, all these little fuel lines, little connectors, little widgets right there. Yeah, all that's model. And you know, I've said this before, for that to be 1980, you didn't have a lot of stuff that you have today. You didn't have 3D printed stuff. You didn't have a lot of this stuff that you've got today, which makes it a lot easier. Alright, now we're back into the SuperSeven. I think they're finishing up this kit today, and I'm not going to go through and yeah, see, they made them a little homemade airbrush booth back then. Yeah, remember using you old schoolers will remember using the coat hanger. So oh Lord, he's painting that bumper with one of those old Testors plastic. Oh man, I know some of y'all are just cringing seeing that. That's yes sir, that's it fascinates me how they did this stuff back then and made everything work. Just absolutely gorgeous. And even the amount of detail on this one, it's wow, that's just, they knocked it out of the park. The $1 Million Bird, the Screaming Chicken. Alright folks, there's a great debate on the Trans Ams. Some folks like the Screaming Chicken on the hood. Some do not like the Screaming Chicken on the hood. So, just as a little poll, I want to know, do you prefer the Screaming Chicken, or do you not like the Screaming Chicken? That's I'll post the results next week on next week's magazine. So, yeah. So give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the Screaming Chicken. Now I'm talking about the decal on the hood, not the car itself, but just yeah. If you like the Screaming Chicken on the hood, then thumbs up, and if you don't, thumbs down. All right. We're looking at Edistall Machine X 5 lathe. Sorry, tongue-tied today. Alright, there. Little desktop model there. Now folks, even these desktop versions, they're not cheap. By no means. Now you can do a lot of stuff. I've seen a lot of people do a lot of things with those things. Make their own wheels, make oil filters, make breathers, you name it. So there's a lot you can do if you understand how one of these things work. And that's what I like about the modeling community, is they don't mind sharing their knowledge. Well, most of them don't. You will run across a few people who do not want to share their secrets, and I get it, and that's fine. I thank them and move on. And there's the little red wagon. I can remember as a kid sitting in class and looking at, we had a library cart that would roll around, go to class, and we could pick out books off of that little cart. And mine, I always like to find the ones with the dragsters and stuff in it, and the hot rods. And I always remember seeing this truck right here. And there's the big Cadillac with the big V16. Oh, okay, and they're continuing the SuperSeven, the Mazda RX-7, right here on this page. I love how they open that hatch up, and the door detail. That's pretty doggone cool. And folks, that's basically it right there. Last week I had a magazine come in, and we're going to go over it next week. I'm thinking it's either the first part of 1980. Well, it's either, what is it, the first 2 months or 3 months. I don't have it with me right here. It's in the house. I'm thinking it's, let's see, October, November, December, January. So it might be February and March of 1980. So we'll be doing that one, and then because I am missing one issue from 1980, and so let's see. Oh, okay, we're going to be going. Here it is, right here. This is the one I had come in. It's the January, February of 1980. So I'm thinking I'm missing this one right here, March and April. Yeah, because we started off with May and June. Okay. Yep, that's it. I am missing March and April of 1980. So next week we will be finishing up 1980 kind of backwards. We'll be starting with the beginning. So yeah, just had that one come in, and we will be going over it. All right, folks. That concludes this edition of November, December 1980, issue number 10. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go and do so. It is Henry Robs at YouTube, and my email address is right here, ghrobs@gmail.com. So I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. You know, any magazine that you've seen in the past, if you need more detail on a certain subject, let me know. I'll be happy to help you. And I don't mind sharing, because people have shared with me, and I don't mind giving back to the community. Alright, folks, y'all have a good evening, and I apologize for this being late. We had technical difficulty, but that's life, and life goes on. And y'all take care, and we will see y'all next week.